Good morning, guys. What's up? How y'all doing? Give some Palo Santo. Ooh, it's burning a lot. Clean up the energy to start, and then we're going to pick a card and see who the reading's going to be for. And this deck has been kind of getting my attention. I haven't used it in a while. This Modern Witch deck. So we're going to use this, and we're going to see first who the message is going to be for, what sign, and then we'll see what's up. All right. Hope everyone's doing well. I got quite a bit of activity outside my window here with some interesting bird noises, which is weird because it's like 5 degrees outside, but they're out there and they're, I don't know, trying to get my attention. So let's see what we get. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to start with the sign. And in case you don't know, I'm High Priestess E, or Erica, and I just like to do these readings in the morning, and I usually just choose a sign, and then it could be anywhere in your chart, and then just kind of get some messages for that specific sign. If you like the video, hello, and subscribe, and if you want to hear your sign or you need a personal reading, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'll get back with you. All right, so let's see who it's going to be for. Okay, who needs the message today? Sagittarius. We got Temperance. Okay. So, looks like, and you guys being Saggies is funny too. Looks like you need to balance some energies out. It looks like you're either going too far on the low end or too far on the high end. Either too much activity or not enough activity. The Temperance is like an angel. It's kind of like, I look at it like kind of like an ancestor or angel, a spirit that helps to move you from whatever energy you're in into a better energy, right? So it's kind of like trying to persuade you out of whatever you're going through right now, because it seems like you're either in too hot or too cold, right? So Temperance is here like basically to balance temperatures. So, and right underneath that was the 10 of Pentacles. So this could have something to do with like some excitement about some money that you're expecting, right? Or some excitement about a potential opportunity that can bring in quite a bit of money. So let's grab this other deck because this is the one I actually wanted to use. And let's see. And look, we got Temperance at the bottom of this one too. So like there's a strong focus on, you have to find something that's going to balance this energy out for you, right? Whether it's going to be like yoga, meditation, a sound bath, dancing, prayer, speaking to your guides, whatever it is, but you got to do something to get out of this energy. You will not get out of this energy, but like move this energy into a more positive position. Because right now, that's what your angels and your guardians are trying to get you to do. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. This deck is kind of big for me. For my hands, I have little hands. Okay. All right, tell me about Sagittarius. Ooh, woo. We got Queen of Wands. So that makes total sense. You being a Sagittarius is Wands energy, fire energy. Being the Queen of Wands is very attractive, outgoing, confident, a boss, very much in control with that wand, right? Like I always say, the kings and queens, they're masters of whatever their tools are. So this person is a master of the wand, which is kind of giving, it's giving witch. And I just saw the devil peek out. Who flipped over in here? Page of Cups. So it looks like this witchy person might be offering you an apology, because we got Page of Cups here. This is like coming in with a small offer. Feels like maybe an apology. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Eight of Swords, stuck in her head. Okay. World card. Okay, so it feels like this Queen of Wands is trying to close a cycle out here. Because we got the World card. That's all about closing cycles, ending, like starts and endings, right? So here, this is looking like it's an ending. And possibly this person has been in their mind about offering some type of apology. We got these two together. So kind of like thinking about it, just not knowing how to move forward in this situation. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Woo! We got the Page of Cups with Seven of Wands energy. Defensive, in a defensive position. Why? Saw the Devil again. We got the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. Oh. So this person, it feels like this person is being defensive because they see themselves moving into a higher position, right? So what they're doing is they're trying to protect their position. So this is either you or them. We got the defensive blocking energy, right? We got the Hierophant, which is like the teacher, the higher spirituality, higher spiritual connections, a higher spiritual leader. And then we've got the Six of Wands, which is all about being like celebrated and could be about like a promotion. So it feels like moving in to a higher position. So this person is blocking this situation because they feel they're moving into a higher position. Okay, tell me about the Queen of Wands. This was all about the Page of Cups. Oh. We got Knight of Swords. Then we had the Ten of Wands. It didn't come out, but it just flipped over. So I'm going to just move these people over here, since this kind of has to do with the Page of Cups, right? Then we got Knight of Swords for Queen of Wands energy. So rushing in, there's something that they need to get to like ASAP. That's what I feel. Five of Swords. This is like trying to clean up a situation. That's what it feels like. They're trying to clean up a situation, this Queen of Wands, whether it's you or someone else here. Because we got two people here. We got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. So we have a more mature energy that's kind of a boss energy. And then we have a Page of Cups that is like kind of like a younger energy. Could be emotional or just not as heavily invested because they're just showing in a lower energy. So we got Knight of Swords and Five of Swords. That makes Six Swords. Six Swords is usually someone being protected and taken away from like a messy situation into calmer waters. So it feels like this is what this person's trying to do. But here's the thing. It feels like they're trying to run away and just kind of leave the disaster in the past. Right? But this is something that we can't do, right? Because this is how karma ends up backing up on us when we don't clean up situations that we've started. So like, it looks like these people have been kind of left in the past, wondering what's happening, while this Knight of Swords is continuing to move forward very quickly. And sometimes it's so crazy that like, you know and you don't know. And what's sitting at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, just like I said. Six Swords, trying to move on into calmer waters. I mean, come on. Like, I couldn't have planned this better. This is crazy. So this person is trying to move into calmer waters, right? But there might be some cleanup that needs to happen before you'll be able to do this. And maybe that's why this temperance energy is here, because the situation is so hot that you want to just jump and flee from this situation. But that's not the way to clean it up. Tell me more for the Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles. So it looks like you're trying to get somewhere, or whoever the Queen of Wands is, you or your partner or someone in your energy, right? They're trying to get somewhere financially speaking. Like, move up. I'm just having a really good day for readings today. So we got Page of Pentacles, and like I was saying, like trying to move into better luck. And what do we got? Wheel of Fortune. So this movement is actually helping this Queen of Wands, right? But it looks like an offer needs to be made to the people from the past to keep this wheel from going in the opposite direction. That's what I'm seeing. Then an offer of something, whether it's like an apology, a token, some type of offer needs to be made here in this situation to clean it up. Because right now we got the wheel in the upright, which is a good sign. This is like good things coming in. Wheel of Fortune could be money, could be material things, could be people coming into your life that are going to be helpful. So these are good things. But in order for us to receive those good things, we have to show kind of like goodwill. Like, we're willing to put in on this too, right? We're willing to invest. That's what the Page of Pentacles is all about. It's about investing into a particular thing, right? The Page of Pentacles, we all know that the Pentacles work very slowly, right? So there has to be consistency. You have to be kind of committed to this in order to get this wheel to turn, right? So there has to be a commitment here to healing these energies from the past, right? Healing your situations with people from the past in order to bring in this more positive karma and positive alignment to your life. Because right now you might be feeling a bit chaotic, and that's why we got Temperance, right? You might be feeling like lost, or just like something didn't work out, like you may have taken a wrong step or you went in the wrong direction, but you haven't. The issue is that there's some things that you left in the past unfinished, I'd say, right? And something needs to be offered to clean this up. And then once you do that, then you can move forward, right? Six of Swords. Okay, let's get some advice. I got to kind of wrap it up. I got to get to work. Oh, let's pull one of these. I don't use these that much, so let's see. We got the Power of Self-Direction, right? Because like I was saying, you might feel like you've taken a wrong step, but the wrong step might just be not making good on something that you've done in the past, right? Or something that you ran away from. Something you didn't resolve. You thought you'd be able to just walk away and forget about it and everything would be okay. But it looks like that's not what's happening. Something has to be done to clean this up. All right, tell me about Sagittarius, and let's get a final message first. Ooh, a final message for Sagittarius. Let's go. Okay. Oh, it flipped, and then it flipped back. Guess it wasn't meant to be. We got meditate, awareness. Okay. Expand consciousness, open your senses, awaken the dormant wisdom. So like I was saying, when we started with Temperance. And like I said, you got to do something to move out of this energy, right? To find balance within yourself. So I'm just going to say all the same things that I said before, right? Things that can help you move this energy: exercise, dance, yoga, meditation, sound baths, prayer, running, anything that kind of moves moves your energy, your focus out of your head, right? Because we need to be able to clear out some of this energy. That's the only way you can move out of this. We got temperance that showed up twice, and we got meditate and awareness. So you're being called to be very aware of your surroundings and to look back at things that may have been left unfinished in the past. And if you feel like, oh, I don't have anything in the past, I don't know what this is about, meditate. Meditate, prayer, sit in silence, sit in nature. What you need to hear will be sent to you. Okay? We just need to be in a receiving position, right? So I hope you guys enjoy the reading. I hope this works out for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Love y'all. Bye.